Hey everyone, we are prepped and ready to make our vegan boursin for our holiday platter, for our plant-based platter. I have with me soaked cashews, soaked almonds, 1 whole lemon. I have a mixture of herbs and spring onion, and you can decide how you want to dress up your boursin. Another option is to just use dill. But I have with me parsley, basil, a spring onion, and some thyme. I also have 3 cloves of garlic, some nutritional yeast, sea salt, and olive oil. So we're just gonna pop everything in a blender. It's super, super easy to make. I have 1/2 cup of almonds soaked, and you can soak them overnight. And then I have 1.5 cups of cashew. I like this combination. You can decide to just use cashews if you like. Cashews are gonna make it a really fine, smooth cheese. And the almonds add a little bit of texture. So I like having that little bit of texture in mine. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and salt you can add to your liking. We've got some olive oil going in, 2 tablespoons there. And then I'm just gonna chop up the herbs actually I'll set them aside. We can do that while it's blending. I'm gonna add the garlic right into the blender. So the herbs we fold into our mixture after it is blended up. And this is an awesome dairy alternative for your board that's gonna add just that creamy, yummy, cheesy portion of the board for those plant-based eaters out there. This is a really nice addition. And it's also a nice place to add in sort of an herby flavor as well to the board. So I'm adding 3 cloves of garlic to mine. If you are not a garlic lover, then maybe 2 for you, or even 1. And I'm just gonna chop it up coarsely and throw it in. And then the lemon, we're gonna add some lemon zest in. And the lemon zest is just gonna give it a stronger lemon flavor. So this is my handy little zester. Awesome. So I have about a teaspoon of zest going in. You can play with that amount as well. And then a juice from 1 whole lemon. And I'm just gonna squeeze my juice in today. I'm not gonna citrus juice this lemon today. Good. So that little trick is just cutting around the core so you get less seeds, and you can just squeeze in the juice. And they're easy to pull out as well. Going in. Perfect. Fresh lemon juice, so good. This is gonna be nice and fresh. Okay, and then the last ingredient I'm gonna add to my blender is water, 1/2 cup of water going in. I do have some extra water here in case I need it, but 1/2 cup should be plenty. And now we blend. So I just added about a 1/4 cup more of water to the mixture. And we will go again. All right. right. Looks good. Give it a little taste. Make sure the salt is right. Tastes amazing. That lemon zest is in there. I can taste that. Okay, so I'm gonna chop up my herbs. I'll set that aside and chop up my herbs and add them to the bowl. And then I'll add the cheese mixture in to my bowl. Little lemon seed in there. So nice finely chopped herbs add a little texture and a little color to the cheese. They add a little nutrition as well. Good. Some fresh basil. Going in. Some thyme. And we'll add in some spring onion or scallion. I'll just give those another little chop. Now, instead of a scallion, you could use chives. They're nice and small, so they might actually work nicely in this boursin as well. Okay. In it goes. Great, I've got my beautiful herb mixture. I'm gonna add in the cheese. Good, and right now you can see it's quite liquidy, so we have this little contraption over here with cheesecloth and a sieve and a bowl, and that's gonna help to take some of the moisture out of this mixture. Let's give it a stir. Just folding in my herbs. Beautiful. Oh, it looks just beautiful. Okay, so I'm ready to add it to the bowl. Okay, so we're gonna add the cheese to the cheesecloth in our sieve in a bowl. And I'm not gonna add all of this, just enough to make the portion for the platter. We'll have leftover that we can make more of and store. And so you can see it just kind of settles into the cheesecloth, into the sieve, and that's just gonna sit like that in the refrigerator overnight. And then I'll check it tomorrow. So we'll give it about 24 hours to sit and let the water pass out of it so that it's a nice thick consistency, more like a cream cheese or an actual boursin. So to store it, you can keep it just as it is. You can fold the cheesecloth over it a few times, so give yourself some extra cheesecloth for that. And we'll store this in the fridge overnight. And we'll check in on it tomorrow. It is boursin time. So it's been about 24 hours with our prepped boursin in the fridge, and it has become a little more solid, more like a spread, as you can see. And so we are going to roll the boursin in some more fresh herbs, some dried herbs, and a little bit of black pepper, and shape it into its log form, which is the shape it'll have for the platter. And the boursin is one of the stars of the show for our platter. It has a lot of flavor, it has a lovely creamy texture, and these beautiful fresh herbs. So it's gonna add a little green as well. So I'm just gonna start by chopping finely my herbs. And these fresh herbs are adding antioxidants into the platter. And the boursin is a nice, healthy, plant-based protein as well. with the cashews and the almonds. Oh wow, it smells amazing and fresh. I've got some spring onion, some basil, some parsley, thyme, and I'm gonna add in also just a little bit of fresh rosemary here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this right onto my tray. I have a little sheet of parchment paper there that's gonna aid in shaping my log. So I'll spread out my herbs. Got a little bit of thyme as well. We'll add some dry Italian seasoning in. And some black pepper. A little more. Okay. All right. So let's peel this back. And I'm just gonna actually plop it right on top of my herbs and form it. There we go. So I'm going to use my parchment paper to help to shape my log. Perfect. Just even out the herb covering here. And that's it. So I'm gonna put this back in the fridge so it can continue to set, and it will just continue to thicken the longer we do keep it in the fridge. I will roll it up in the parchment paper, and that's all I need to do to hold it in the fridge for the next few hours.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying what we're sharing, please give us a like, and you can also subscribe to this channel below. And if you want to follow us along on this journey, you can find us at kin.co or on Instagram at kinsite.